Right, okay Manfred, there's the radar cart plugged in. You can't quite see the serial lead, it's under there, but that's plugged into my an old and rather flaky Windows PC, which can run the Synchro software. That's the software. There's the tools bar down that side, the main screen there. To talk to the radar, you click on the port settings one there, and then you click open port, and then you should see that indicator there flashing to indicate it's receiving. You can't see very well, but it is. So you OK that. Then you go to that symbol there, which creates a new radar capture file. Then this window comes open, and that gives you set things for swept gain, and that it's all explained in the manual. If you click switch on there, that switches on the radar, and you'll see there's a, I can't zoom in very well, but you'll see there's a trace on there which is moving, and that's what's showing the signal you're getting. You can play around with the swept gain and alter things there. I won't bother doing that, just leave it at the default. When you're happy, just click yes. Then if you go to that like the play key there, run, click run, it will start to capture data, which it's doing now. You'll see these lights flashing a lot. You'll see transmit and receive data flashing away like mad there, and you'll see it capturing data. You can see the layers of topography there, sort of below the ground. That's just stuff that's below the concrete floor in my house here. It can't focus, the phone's not focusing very well on the screen, but you can see the data building up. If you were moving the radar along, you'd see the layers varying as the ground varies. So when you've got a bit of a trace built up there, you can stop the capture, or when you got to the end of a line, you know, a survey line, you'd stop the capture, which I've just done then, and then you can save the file. It will increment the names of them. You'd put the survey name in, this just says default, save it. Then you can do things like play around with the brightness and contrast, normalise stuff, like that's going to normalise the entire area, and it gives you a bit of a view of what's going on, and click OK, and that's normalised it. You can see there all the sort of layers of sort of earth and whatever, gravel, sort of going down to that's down to about 5 meters there below my house. So that's what you've got. I'm running version 2.845, which is an older version of the software, but this is the one I believe that runs on XP. There are newer versions. I tried a newer version, and for some reason it didn't work so well on this PC, but it's a very, very old XP machine, and on a newer machine you'd probably be able to use the newer version of the software from Transient's site. So that's basically it. That's the tools here. You can you've got all sorts of processing you can put in. You can't read the screen very well, sadly the phone doesn't focus too well, but the manual tells you about all of these processing tools you can use for processing the radar data. So that basically is that. I'll just stop the video now.